In the movie Looper, a guy named Joe is a looper, which is someone who kills people sent back to the past for criminal organizations via a time machine. There is also another guy that is named Joe. They are the same guy, but this Joe is older Joe, or Joe 30 years from now. Time can change a person, and in this video, I would like to go over the different moralities between the Joes. So first, some context. We follow a guy by the name of Joseph Simmons in Kansas in the year 2044. Joe works for a criminal organization as an assassin or a looper. In 2074, tracking systems have made it impossible for criminal organizations to ditch a body undetected. That's where loopers come in. The criminal organization decides to use illegal time travel technology to send their enemies back 30 years so assassins or loopers can take care of them. It is easy and chill work for Joe. Joe comes off as uncaring, and he lives a lifestyle of killing, hitting the club, and drug use. Joe lives a hedonistic lifestyle. Seems his only concern is partying, drugs, and money. When old Joe gets into the picture, he wants nothing more than to get rid of him so he can get back to his old life. Up until this point, Joe seems like who only cares about the artificial pleasure. But in the scene with Sid, we start to get a different side of him. He converses and asks him about why Sid wants a gun and gets deeper insight into the boy. He learns about the death of Sid's mother and gives him advice on what to do. A little later in the movie, and we found out Joe's mother gave him up when he was younger. Interestingly, Joe is also a junkie, just like his mother, although he never really knew her. Near the end of the movie, Joe has an epiphany regarding the bad path that would soon happen if old Joe pulled the trigger on Sarah. He saw that Sid would run away, old Joe wouldn't catch him, and he hops on a train. Sid becomes angry and alone, and later grows up to be the Rainmaker. After seeing this possible bad path right in front of his eyes, he chooses to make a turning point action for his character that shows his change of mentality. He kills himself, so old Joe is no more, preventing the bad path and preventing the Rainmaker. Old Joe is the villain of this movie, the big bad. Old Joe is wiser and more experienced, being able to take out the whole crime organization by himself, and he will seemingly stop at nothing to kill the Rainmaker, even resulting in the killing of 2 innocent kids. Young Joe has an influence on older Joe, seeing how in parts of the movie, old Joe's memories are cloudy and his memories are influenced by younger Joe. Old Joe desperately wants to hold on to the memory of his deceased wife. He carries a watch around with him as a reminder to not forget her. His wife is the main motivation that causes him to do what he does, that causes him to do these terrible things. Even though he kills children, he does show a sliver of humanity.
My life, save your life, you're asking me how? The question's why? Why would someone sacrifice their life? Why would someone waste themselves?
Cut your high and mighty bullshit. I don't need my life.
Shut your fucking child mouth.
I would also like to briefly talk about interactions between Joe and old Joe, specifically the dino scene. Old Joe looks down on Joe. Old Joe is literally looking and cringing at his past self. The Joe is reflective since he has grown up and matured and pretty much lived a life, and Joe could care less about his future counterpart. This Joe is still young and inexperienced and sort of teen-like. In fact, Joe resents his future counterpart, sees him nothing more of a nuisance, a chore, or something he needs to take care of. Ultimately, I liked this movie. It has nice cinematography, and I think the actors did their thing with this movie. It has an interesting concept and has you grips from beginning to end.
What's that?